Hello, and welcome.
Well, literally
Your
welcome
buddies.
to the greatest show ever. I think I cut you off again like I do a lot. I'm sorry.
I actually had nothing else to say.
Welcome to the Gamers Who Game Show. I'm Chris.
Yes, you are.
This is Nick. He's my co-host.
No.
Well,
I
I guess
we agreed I was just the host, and you were also just the host.
We're both co-hosts to each other, aren't we?
But can't we just both be hosts?
No, it goes against it's counterintuitive to like everything ever known by.
I don't use that word.
I
It's
use
my word.
All right, fine. So this is Ratchet Clank, the original for the PS2, but this is the HD remix version for the PS3. So that is a time paradox.
Is it? No, it's not.
That little guy right there is Ratchet.
Yep. He is
He's
a
a Lombax.
little. He's a little joker. He's actually he's the Daxter of this game. He has the same personality. The only difference is he's a robot.
It's true. That's why I thought of when I was a kid. Like that's the only comparison I could make from this game. It's just nothing.
It's actually
there was nothing else I could say. Like these games are exactly the same because they both have two main characters and one of them is different.
and the title is composed of
an and Stimpy.
ampersand. Actually, no, I don't think it's an ampersand in this
But
game.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go again. I've only played this game once.
You never beat it. This
I never
game is
beat
the
it.
hardest of the three of the original trilogy.
But
Ugh.
have you beat it?
Yes,
Alright, good.
it's very hard. Oh man, but I don't even want to think of how our lives are gonna fall apart when we get to the last level. It's really not that hard, but since you can clearly see none of us have any skill, the way we just crashed a ship right now.
Yeah. Well, there's that guy right there is Clank. Not him.
that.
That's Ratchet. There's Clank.
You can tell he's Clank because he has a wrench.
So
You know what sound wrenches make?
clanking noises.
Yeah, they go clank.
Clank. I like to see the guy, whoever just watched this video, in the comment like, no.
Dude,
that is clearly Ratchet.
With controversial tactics like this, we might actually get some comments.
Because one of us is just being
Stupid.
obviously facetious. People are like, there's facetiousness. People don't understand that on this channel, YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube they don't. In this form of media,
That's true.
It doesn't translate well. Crap. Oh, did you see that? I did like a 360 in the air. It was like this.
Yeah, well, that's what normal people can do. Oh.
I can't.
I have something that's been on my mind, but it's extremely off topic in a sense that it's not about Ratchet and Clank. But I have to say it. There's this game I played. I had this game on the PS1 when I was a kid, and I think my friend let me borrow it. And it was just the coolest dang game ever. And I just remember, I thought it was like a robot. Like I was playing as a robot. I was going through levels, just like slashing my way through things, and just like being awesome.
Yes.
And I loved it, but then I don't know what happened. I guess I gave it back to the guy, and for the longest time I had no idea what the game was. But I like just the fondest memories about it. And then the other day, no, it's been like a couple weeks now, I was watching some videos on YouTube, Let's Play, and
Just pretend like it's not happening.
Yeah.
Ignore it.
I can't think. Well, how many beeps? I know it's midnight.
That happens every night.
It's great. And
It didn't happen when I first bought that watch, but if you're wondering, my watch beeps like 20 times every day at 12 a.m.
All right. Anyway. So I was saying, I figured out what the game was. The game is Strider 2, I believe, or 3.
Oh, Strider! I've heard of that.
Yeah, and I just remember it being so awesome. And now that I know what it is, I think you can download it on the virtual console,
You know what
PSN.
game we should play?
So I probably want to do that.
We should play Legacy of Kain.
We should definitely play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix.
Oh, dude. Oh man, I would geek out. I wouldn't even need you for that.
That's fine. Again, another game that you guys have played, but I guess I played it a little
You've
bit.
played Kingdom Hearts.
I've
You got
beat it.
you got decently far, but you were making snide comments the entire time.
Yeah, I didn't really
You've been preparing yourself for this day.
I
It's
guess
such a great game. It's just so easy to pick up and play.
I can see that, but it's not my cup of tea, I guess.
I don't know why. If you're not big on RPGs, then it's not a big
I like RPGs.
on systems and stuff. And if you're not big on action games, it's like a perfect RPG for just like simpleness.
I guess like as a kid when I first heard about it, I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world.
Oh man, I always thought it was really cool. I always liked Disney movies.
I always thought
I love
I
Disney.
remember I was in like, I don't know, like 7th grade or something, and like
I feel like they really butchered some of the movies though. Like Mulan, nah. Mushu was the worst. He wasn't Eddie Murphy.
anyway, yeah, I'm glad we're off topic. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about completely.
So
different
here's a terrible accident. Surely gonna shape the lives of the people in this area. Is he the only one that lives here? Is he the only one that noticed this crash? He's killing
this
all
is
the
his
inhabitants.
land. He's rich.
Oh, he owns the whole planet? Or just the
He
area?
owns most of it. Yeah, you can find out in a later game that he's actually the son of a rich janitor.
Oh, so speaking of massive crashes and earth-shattering events, my boss was telling me this story, and I know you've already heard it, but I'm gonna tell it again. I thought that was funny. He was working at a department store. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He was working at a department store next to some Air Force base, and some state doesn't matter. But some guy that was dressed up in like an army uniform came up to him, and he's like, "Listen, sir, I need you to tell all your customers and your employees that in a few moments there's going to be a very large boom and some shaking, and let me tell you, you will feel it." So he asked the guys like, "Okay, what's going on?" He's like, "Well, one of our technicians accidentally dropped a bomb." So we're going to be detonating it under the ground at a state facility. It's going to be 10 miles away, so don't worry about it. Anyway, he told us the story. He's like, all the glass within a 5-mile radius shattered. And he's like, they felt the shaking really bad. And it was like 10 miles away from the comp.
That's interesting.
And so he's like, yep, that was a great day. So
Anyways.
that's my story. That's not my story, but I'm gonna probably tell it to everybody. Like, I lived here, and I felt the bomb.
Yes, like it happened 3 miles away. My bones shifted.
My bones shattered and
My ankle went into my brain.
And I never been the same since.
Oh, that's
He's
so
got
cute.
a little robot
I know,
inside
it's so
him.
cute.
I didn't notice that. That's disgusting.
Oh,
You should tell him your story about the buzzard. That's
Oh,
your
that's
story.
not our. That's our story.
That's your story.
So we were
I'm, like,
driving
finding
down
out.
this very, what Chris said was a very scary street
Yeah.
to drive down. I was like, this is beautiful. And I was like, oh, I see what you mean. There was a dead dog. It was a big dog, and 2 buzzards like picking at it. And one of the buzzards stuck its head up the dog's anus and like just like took food out of it
Yeah,
and just like went to town.
I don't think you know the extent of the situation. He stuck his entire head.
Yeah, he's like
in this
he was
thing's
neck
anal
deep
cavity.
into a dog's anus, and
that's the thing.
and we just sat there for like
a good couple seconds.
2 minutes and just like laughed at it and then drove away.
I wish that I had video.
The buzzard looked at us.
Yeah, he was like he was upset that we're like watching his stuff. Can I play?
Yeah. Don't skip the video.
I won't.
Anyway,
I will not skip this video. Even
Yeah.
though we're talking over it, you're not gonna really hear anything.
oh man, I've had the same conversation before. I think we should tell them.
Don't tell anybody.
Okay, we won't tell them.
I'll tell you. I love you.
Yeah. Did you know
Did you know that Ratchet and Clank was
That
first
this
called Mario Brothers?
is the square root of answer? I'm looking at a Vans logo right now, and it looks like
oh yeah, you're right.
it's the square root of answer.
That's interesting. No, so we should do our own Did You Know gaming. Did you know that Ratchet and Clank was first developed by Asians from Mars? And that man with the black tie and the ponytail is actually Jackie Chan?
We should do like either that, like spread completely false information, or just give information that's like really well known. Like Ratchet and Clank was released on the PS2.
Ratchet and Clank is a game about guys who shoot things.
The
and
main
collect
characters of Ratchet and Clank are Ratchet and Clank.
Did you know that this game is playable?
Did you know that the devil created this game?
Did you know that every day children play this game that they get more and more closer to Satan and his minions?
Did I tell you the story about Bono?
Buddhists.
About
Buddha. Buddhists.
Buddhists.
I blew up. He's dead.
It's
over. It's over.
Okay, like it was like a quick time event, and then like, the second it crashed, it's like game over. You had to press a button to save yourself, but you can never do it because it just comes in without warning. Anyway, did I tell you the story
you know
about
what else comes without warning? Nothing.
AIDS and malaria and cholera. A lot of things come without warning. A lot of horrible things. Don't. Oh yeah, you can get that if you want to. Anyway, did I tell you the story of U2 in a concert in some unnamed European city?
Probably not, because
anyway, Bono, you know how he's like
he's Bono.
He's like an activist, right?
For
just things.
He
You know Bono is.
He likes to activate things, huh?
Anyway, he was doing a little piece where he's like he clapped his. There's a statistic that every 3 seconds a child in Africa dies for some reason or another, and then anyway, he clapped his hands every 3 seconds and he said, "Listen, every time I clap my hands,
I just killed a child."
Children in Africa
just
dies.
Because you rather watch me than save the Jews.
Anyway, you kind of
save the Jews in Africa.
Kind of gave it away, but anyway, he's like. He clapped his hands every 3 seconds, and he's like, every time I clap my hands, a children in Africa dies. And a children? And somebody in the audience yelled, "Well, stop clapping your hands, you douchebag!" Oh, that's great. It would have been funnier if you didn't ruin it for me, but whatever.
Ah!
Oh, wow. I was not expecting that.
I'm gonna,
Why did you do that?
I don't know what happened.
Go the other way.
Okay.
I'm tired of this. Anyway. Yeah, that was. I thought that
that was an awesome entry. It's like boom. That would be weird. Like this giant thing falls from the sky. And
my mom
bombs
told
you.
me an interesting story in the car. She was just talking about this teacher she had in high school, who let him play music all the time, and she was like, "Yeah, like he was pretty cool. He let us do whatever we wanted, and then kids played a lot of U2 in class. It was a yearbook teacher or something." Anyway, and she was like, "Yeah, he was always really nice to us, and he was fine."
Sex with a janitor.
And then he was like, she paused for a second after like saying all these nice things about him. He's like, "I think he was gay." And then I was like,
Yeah, well,
okay, Mom.
I'm sorry, I can't. Like, teacher's not cool anymore.
Ah! Screw that unnamed teacher. He wasn't.
What if that unnamed teacher's watching this? Like, how did they know?
That Linda Walsh, I always knew she would give away my secrets. But he was married to a woman. That was a twist.
Oh, dang! Oh, don't you hate when that happens?
Yes.
Oh no!
This is like
it's
Syria.
gotten even worse.
This is like Syria, but prettier.
It's like Syria, except
but prettier.
there's white people here
and robots, and they have some form of technology.
I feel like I can't make jokes about Syria because it's like a very devastating situation. That's
yeah, it's
right now. But oh well.
Yeah.
We live in America.
Yeah.
Ah!
And we're gonna go.
I was just about to say, like, I haven't got hit once, but I have got hit twice.
Yeah. We're gonna go bomb Syria, I think.
No, you know what? Again, so that was my manager said. He was like, yeah, because he's like looking at his stocks, like as we were taking a break, and he's like, this guy walks in, he's like, "How are your stocks doing?" And they're like, "They're doing good." And he's like, "Well, have you bought some more?" Because like there's something else he talked about wanting to buy. He's like, "Yeah, but like, I'm thinking that we might bomb Syria, and I feel like that's gonna make the stocks go down." I was like, "Dang." Like, yeah, I was like, "Yeah, we have to wait and see, but like, hopefully that we don't, because of that."
That's the only thing he's worried about.
Yeah, that's really it. He was like, "So
yeah, we're just gonna kill a lot of innocent people. I should wait until to make sure I don't lose my money." Good, American mentality.
You're terrible shit.
Russians.
Oh balls!
Drink a lot.
You're dead.
Oh, get it.
We don't talk about Russians here.
I love Russians though. I knew Ukrainians, which are almost Russians. Almost. Get that guy. Ooh. Oh. It's Christopher Lloyd.
Is it?
Yeah. No, it's not. Christopher Lloyd's so awesome. He was in Anastasia.
He was also
Speaking of Russians.
He was also in the Addams Family. He was in
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, obviously. He was in freaking that other show movie.
Apparently a guy named
Rabbit.
Christopher Lloyd created Modern Family.
Oh yeah, and that's what Mom's like, Christopher Lloyd's producer now. Like, okay, I guess she was right. Christopher Lloyd is a producer now. but not the Christopher Lloyd we know and love. Whatever. Like,
yes, love.
I love him. My grandpa. He always remind me of Grandpa. At least in Back to the Future, he reminds me of Grandpa.
Yeah,
But Grandpa hates him.
He does? He did?
Well, he doesn't hate him anymore because he's dead. But
no, Christopher Lloyd's still alive.
no.
He doesn't hate anybody anymore because he knows them all in that palace. And
Big Al's Robo Shack.
We're all going there someday. I think we should probably cut it.
Wait until this cutscene's over. Did you know that video games were invented by the devil?
Did you know?
Did you know that if you play video games, you will be going to a cold hell? A fiery cold hell. I'm
sitting right behind you right now.
Ooh, you're scary. Well, thank you for watching. We're done. We're done.
Subscribe!
Subscribe, comment, rate. I'm going to be on this log if you need me.
That's a stump.
I'm going to be on the stump.
Cut!
Cut.
It's a cut.